For centuries, we've kind of just assumed that knowledge is the ultimate goal, right? That digging up facts is what really drives us as a species. But what if that's not the whole story? Today, we're going to challenge that core idea.
What if our deepest, most fundamental drive isn't really for objective, cold, hard truth?
What if meaning is the real currency of the human experience? That's the powerful and frankly kind of radical idea we're exploring right now.
So, first up, truth versus meaning. To really get a grip on this, we have to draw a really clear line between these two massive concepts. We're talking about the facts on one hand and the stories we tell ourselves about those facts on the other.
I mean, think about it. We don't operate our lives based on spreadsheets and data points. We live by stories. The myths we share, the traditions we keep, the grand narratives of our history, they aren't always 100% factually accurate, but they provide the very framework for our lives. They don't just guide us, they tell us who we are.
So here's the simple breakdown. Truth is the raw data. It's the what is. It's objective, it just sits there. But meaning? That's the story we tell about the data. It's totally subjective. It's the context, the why this matters part. And this is absolutely crucial. Without some kind of framework of meaning, facts are just, well, they're just noise. They're inert data that can be confusing, even overwhelming. Meaning is what flips the switch. It activates the facts and lets us actually interpret reality and find our place in it all. Okay, take an astronaut's perspective. The fact is, they're looking at a 12,700-kilometer diameter planet orbiting a star. That's the data. But the meaning, it's that profound, overwhelming feeling that this little blue dot is our fragile, interconnected home. And it's that feeling, that meaning, that changes them forever, not the raw data. So, if meaning is the lens we use to see the world, how does it actually shape our reality? Because this isn't just about warm, fuzzy feeling. Oh no, it is a truly powerful force. Every single society is built on a foundation of shared meaning. Our laws, our cultures, our values, they're all basically a script for how to navigate life. They tell us how to get through the tough times, how to celebrate the good times, and they give us a shared purpose. Think about things like money or flags. Objectively, money is just bits of paper or numbers on a screen. A flag is just a piece of colored cloth. They have no value in and of themselves. It's the shared meaning we pour into them that gives them incredible power. Our collective belief, the story we all agree on, is what turns that paper and cloth into forces that can build empires, start wars, and shape billions of lives. History shows us this again and again and again. A civilization's real strength isn't just its technology or its armies, it's the power of its shared story. And when that shared meaning starts to crack, the whole civilization often starts to crumble right along with it. So, that leads to a huge question. What happens when these two forces, our deep need for meaning and the stubborn reality of facts, smash into each other? So, when you see someone reject a fact that seems completely obvious, it's so easy to just label them as ignorant. But more often than not, it's because that fact is a direct threat to a core part of their identity, their community, their purpose. In other words, it threatens their entire world of meaning. Because when our identity or our tribe is on the line, the story we tell ourselves becomes way more important than objective reality. Protecting our meaning feels like survival itself. It's that foundational. And this brings us to a very modern, very real paradox. We have more information, more access to truth at our fingertips than ever before in human history. But what's the cost of having all that knowledge without a real framework of meaning to put it in? You know, I think we see the effects of this all around us. Despite having all this information, we're also seeing rising anxiety and a deep sense of disconnection. It's like we're drowning in facts, but we feel totally adrift, without any real sense of purpose. There is a perfect metaphor for this. Knowledge without meaning is like having a map of the entire world, but no compass. The map can show you where absolutely everything is, in perfect detail, but it's the compass, the meaning, that tells you which direction to go. It gives you a destination, a purpose, a reason to even start the journey. Okay, so where does all this leave us? Is it some kind of battle where we have to choose truth or meaning? No, not at all. Let's be crystal clear. This is not an argument against truth. Truth matters a lot. Facts, evidence, reason, they're absolutely essential for progress. We need them, period.
And this right here is the final, beautiful synthesis. Truth gives us the raw materials, the bricks and lumber, but meaning is what actually builds the house. It's what takes all those cold, hard facts and weaves them into a story we can actually live inside, a story that motivates us, connects us, and ultimately makes our lives feel like they're worth living.
And maybe that's the real takeaway. By understanding this deep, intricate dance between truth and meaning, maybe, just maybe, we get a little closer to understanding the fundamental engine of human nature itself.